The situation in Donbass is very difficult. Severodonetsk, Lysychansk, and Kurakhove are now at the epicenter of the fighting. Taking into account the presence of a large chemical company in Severodonetsk, attacks by Russian troops, including imprecise bombing, are nothing but a perversion. But after 97 days of such a war, no one is surprised anymore that for the Russian military and Russian commanders, any abnormal behavior is the norm. I transport humanitarian aid every day. People are trying to survive. After all, there is neither electricity nor water. They cook on fires and the Russians shoot, hence the victims and the wounded. There are 4 more doctors and 7 nurses work in the hospital, but we can't even get there right now. People with children are hiding in cellars. They did not want to leave. In nearby Slavyansk, the authorities are appealing for as many civilians as possible to evacuate. Another bad morning in Slavyansk. 3 houses were ruined by a missile hit, and about 10 are damaged. Fortunately, there were no casualties. We recommend evacuating. Please do not wait. During the night, we were awakened by the crack of broken glass. We were at the time with my wife and child in the apartment. Now the apartment needs to be cleaned and renovated. We're not going to leave. We have nowhere to go. Russian land operations in Ukraine are currently focused on a small area of the Luhansk Oblast, while outside Donbass, Russia continues to conduct missile attacks against Ukrainian infrastructure. My first car was under fire, but we survived, and we fought on. Then we took the wounded. I also towed one of our cars. In the counter-offensive area of Ukrainian troops in the Kherson Oblast, the Russians blew up 2 bridges over the Ingulek River in the villages of Davidov Brod and Velika Oleksandrivka. The Russian occupiers are retreating and blowing up the bridges. They are afraid of the moves of the Ukrainian troops, which is why they are doing it. The shelling of the city is still continuing, so we ask all those who have the opportunity to wait in a safe place for at least 2 or 3 weeks. There will be announcements on this later. Since the beginning of the invasion of Ukraine, Russia has already lost 30,700 soldiers, more than 3,300 armored combat vehicles, 208 aircraft, and 120 cruise missiles. Pope Francis, during today's general audience, called for resolving the issue of the blockade of grain exports, which is continuing because of the war. The blockage of wheat exports from Ukraine is very worrying because the lives of millions of people depend on it, especially in poorer countries. I urge with all my heart that every effort be made to resolve this issue in order to guarantee the universal right of access to food. Wheat, the staple food, must not be used as a weapon. The Russian media, on the other hand, disseminates a video showing the first metal-laden ship leaving Mariupol. In this particular case, the Russians exported 2,500 tons.